Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Marshall Variety channel. So we've been trying to tinker around with the lighting a little bit because I have one of these little ring lights that you clip onto your phone. But of course, the tripod that we have, it just weighs it down. So I have to come up with something makeshift in the meantime. The glare on my glasses is not ideal. So yeah, this is the best we can do for lighting for now, guys, until we can actually afford to buy a proper ring light. And let me know what you guys think. Do you think I should angle it a bit different? Anything like that? So today, I'm going to be bringing you the most exciting video I think I'm ever going to make on the channel, or one of the most exciting since our intro. And it is a special unboxing. So as you can see, something came today that I've been waiting for so long. And I think those of you who are close to me and I've told about this already know what this is. And you're probably just as excited as I am. But I've already taken it out of the box because I had to check what's inside to make sure there was no damage, anything like that in transit. But I put it back in so that I can take it out and show you all like it is if it was new. So, a bit of backstory to this. A few weeks back, I was on Anastasia Beverly Hills' Instagram, and they posted about an amazing Black Friday deal that they had last year that was going to be coming back for one day only in February. And it basically was a palette vault collection. So it involved 4 of their eyeshadow palettes: Modern Renaissance, Soft Glam, Subculture, and Prism, which are all £43 each, as you all know, as I was talking about in the last video. And they were all in limited edition packaging with drawers, and it was £92 for the entire lot. Of course, it's over £170 worth of things in there. And I was already going to buy the Soft Glam eyeshadow palette at the end of the month when I got paid recently. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, I have to buy it now. I have to buy this immediately. I was literally on there for over 24 hours on the website waiting for it to be released. It was released at about 5 p.m. in the evening the next day. And I was like, really, this is a very interesting time. So yeah, I got it. I got it straight away, but I have been waiting over a week for it to come. It took ages to process the order. It's been almost 2 weeks now. But it's finally here. We've had a quick look and it is to die for. I am so excited to show you guys this. It's to die for, isn't it, Mother?
Yeah.
She's in the background. She'll probably pipe in every now and again. So let's take this out of the box. And let's take off these little foam things. Oh, look at that glitter, guys. You're all gonna die. You're all gonna die. So here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette collection. Look at the glitter on this. This is limited edition packaging. Nobody else can get this unless you bought the vault itself. This is going to be going straight on the vanity, and it will be at front and center in every look that I do in the future, and every Instagram post whenever my room is done out. It's just, oh, just look at this. So much effort was put into this packaging because it's so sturdy, isn't it? It's so sturdy, it feels heavy, it feels luxury, as it should, because I paid £92 for this, so it should feel like that. But in every drawer is a wonderful eyeshadow palette. You all know that I absolutely adore the eyeshadows that this brand makes. They are beautiful. The mattes are so soft. The shimmers are so buttery, so creamy. And we're going to be doing a palette extravaganza today. So for this first part, I'm just going to show you all the palettes. And just going to talk about each of the shades and what ones I'm drawn to. And you can let me know down below as well in the comments, what are you drawn to? If there's one that I don't use, let me know. If you want me to do a look with it, just a quick video or something update in the future. They don't go in the order that they came out, but the first palette is the palette I was actually going to buy at the end of the month. The Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. Now this is stunning. Like, if you like neutrals, but also with a little bit of pops of colour throughout, some darkness as well, some interesting shimmers, this is the palette for you. Of course, I haven't played with these yet, so I don't know how they're going to perform, but given how the Norvina palette performs, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be amazing. So what a lot of you can't notice about these is that they have velvet packaging, and it's so soft, it's so beautiful. And they're just so luxe. They're such gorgeous palettes. So let's show you the inside of the palette. And the brush fell out, but here was something else I was really excited about. You get one of these double-ended brushes that I've already raved about in every single palette. So now I have 3 new ones, as my mother's getting one of them, because of course you always got to swipe something from me, haven't you?
Well, it's usually you swiping from me, makes a change.
Nobody needs to know about that. Now I absolutely adore the colour story of this palette. There's some really, really interesting colours here. There are some really nice neutrals, there's some interesting oranges, there's a gorgeous mulberry shade, there's some whites. I'm going to bring it a bit closer because the ring light's making the colours look different. There we go. That's the best angle right there. So the colours I'm immediately drawn to. I love this white shade here. This dusty rose colour. Obsessed with that. This extremely light orange. It's called Orange Soda. And mulberry, of course. I love a good mulberry eyeshadow. That's one of my favourite colours, and I use that a lot in like sunset looks. And I do also think this colour Sultry by here is gorgeous, and along with the colour next to it, which is also the bronze colour. So there's a lot I can do with this, actually. I can do something very interesting. I put Dusty Rose along the bottom of the eye. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the first palette. Okay, everybody, so in drawer number 2 is the OG Anastasia palette. This is the Modern Renaissance palette. Now, a lot of people love this palette. This is one of the most popular eyeshadow palettes that there ever has been, and it's always been one I'm very, very excited to try, as it has some gorgeous oranges, yellows, and pinks. You all know I love that combination. It's so fruit salad, so colourful. I love it. So here's what the palette looks like. The same velvet packaging goes throughout all 4 palettes. So we're going to lose the brush. And here is the colour story for this one. Now, I just absolutely adore the colour story for this because it goes in so many different directions. Like, you could do some sort of smoky, browny pink look over here. Maybe use this really interesting colour on the end. You could go into the golds, the yellows, the oranges. Now, the colours I'm drawn to, of course, Love Letter and Venetian Red. They are beautiful. This red ochre colour is really, really interesting. I want to see how red or how brown that would translate on the eye. Very interested about that one. And this antique bronze colour is very interesting. I feel like it's more a satin finish. It's not going to be so metallic and so in your face, but I'm also very interested to see how that is going to look. This is one of the ones I am most excited to play with. So there's palette number 2. Okay, everyone, we are halfway through the unboxing of this palette. I'm going to have a sip of the best drink in the world, as you all know. So next is a palette from Anastasia that was a little bit controversial, actually, upon its release, because people weren't sure about whether the colours blended together well. There was a lot of muddiness going on. The fallout was crazy, insane. So this is one of the ones I am most excited to play with, because I want to see if it has been reformulated since then, or if I experience the same thing, because I'm not exactly light-handed when it comes to eyeshadow, so I'd like to see if I get raining fallout. But that is the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one has a very interesting colour story. I'd say it's probably the most interesting of all 4, because there are so many interesting tones in here. Here is the packaging, of course, same velvet finish as always. Now, I actually really like the colour story for this. I think it's really interesting. You have this really nice, like, bubblegum pink on the end here. You've got some greens, this really dark blue-green. A really nice mulberry colour. This colour here is really interesting. It's like a goldy green. That colour's called Electric. And I like this purple on the end called Rowdy. I'd like to see how they end up blending, because they are such pretty colours, and I really, really hope that I can get some gorgeous eye looks out of these, because I have seen some really nice eye looks with them done on Instagram, so let's hope I can do the same.
I'm sure you can.
I hope so. May take a bit of extra blending work, but it is worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Look at the eyes.
Okay, guys, so it's time for the last palette. Now, this has my favourite packaging of all 4 palettes. I think this one is so unique. It is so interesting. Sadly, I remember when this came out, it didn't get as much recognition as it deserved, because everyone was still riding the whole, oh, Subculture was awful, should we boycott Anastasia Beverly Hills kind of train. But thankfully, the Soft Glamour Norvina palettes brought them back onto the map again. This is the Prism palette. Now, how gorgeous is this? And this isn't just box art. This is also on the palette itself with the same velvet finish as always. Now, I just think that is to die for. It's so beautiful. I feel like this probably would have cost the company a lot as well to, like, imprint that into the velvet. Now, this colour story speaks to me. Like, it's not necessarily my favourite of the 4 palettes, but they were just... I'm so inspired by this particular colour story. I was saying to my mother earlier, I was like, oh my god, there are so many things I could do with that, because they kind of have something on every tone. Like, you have a gorgeous green, you have a gorgeous metallic blue. This colour here, I'm just obsessed. It's called Dimension. It's like a duochrome, bluey, purple, pinky shift. I think that's beautiful. I love this, like, lime green here called Sphere. I think that's beautiful. This, like, dusty rosy colour, Lure. And I love the fact there are, like, these, like, 2, like, a bubblegum pink and, like, almost like a bubblegum red, like, with an orange tone to it, called Saturn. I just think it's, oh, I just love these palettes. What can I say? I love makeup so much. It is stunning.
Think about it.
Okay, everyone, so that is everything that is in the package. As you can see, the logo is there. There's nothing on the back or the bottom, but, oh, I just think this is the most stunning thing ever. It was so worth the money, I think. I mean, the palettes are £43 a piece when you can get all four for £92 with exclusive packaging. I mean, I know it's expensive, but when you just got paid and you want to treat yourself after a really hard-working month, that's what you do. All right, so I'm going to go plan out some eye looks, and I'll come back and show you later. So I'll see you guys soon. Hey everyone, so this is Jake from the editing chair, and I just realised while I'm editing this video that on the day I got those palettes, I played with them for about 4 or 5 hours straight. Didn't record any of it, but I didn't film an outro because I was so busy playing, and we didn't stop until about midnight, I think it was. So I think I'm going to just film the outro now. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. It ended up being quite short in the end, but I am going to do a part 2 video where I discuss each of the palettes in detail, what shades I liked, some that don't blend perhaps. I'll also discuss some looks that I've done so far with my experience. I'll give you a little hint. I've loved almost all of them. There was one issue with one palette, so I will let you know about that when I see you next. I hope you guys will look forward to that, and let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I'll also in that video show some pictures of some looks that I'm going to create, and I've already done a few, so stay tuned. So yes, please like, subscribe to our Martial Variety channel. All the support has been amazing so far, and it just keeps to get better and better as we go on. It means the absolute world to us, guys. Like, I honestly can't express our gratitude enough. And please ring the bell if you want to get notified, as always, because otherwise you won't know when our videos are coming out, even though I am always active on my social medias. You know what it's like. You got to get those notifications, girl. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I love you all. P.S. If any of you are wondering why I didn't swatch the palettes in this video, there is a very specific reason for that. I may have a swatch extravaganza filmed for the future, which will involve more than just these few eyeshadow palettes. So let me know if you guys want to see that. I know swatching can be quite therapeutic for a lot of people. It's also really nice to see how the colours perform with fingers and with brushes. I'll of course be doing finger swatches. Don't take them to heart, of course, because it'll always apply differently on the eye. But yeah, I'm excited to do that in the future for you all, and I love you all.